Chad and Alex. Na'Vi Mouse into the action, folks.
We like action.
Certainly do, especially when it's in the right direction. Bit of friction towards B. Frozen and Dexter are going to be looking to get that info on the jump peak. It's not likely Dexter goes down to a simple tap, and in fact, especially not now. The nade looks well placed and softens him up. Frozen needs to get a couple of taps here, and Bit is the first victim. Big catch from him. Frozen, a lot of opponents crossing into the site now, and he's not been able to find anything to report. Instead, they'll have to play for the retake. Bemis locked out. Rop's very late in his apps flank, and yikes. Frozen's catching bullets left and right. The boost will be effective. You can see Perfecto's pre-aiming it, and Boomich is closing this gap now. But Boomich should be set for a double. Just the one. Acor does well to claw it back into contention. The flank is now becoming relevant. Rop should have simple dead to rights from this bench position. And he does. Leaving Electronic and Perfecto, but the time's starting to become a factor here. If they could just delay, find the frags.
Kit's there, the kit's there.
And they got time.
Oh, wait, he's gone past the kit.
They got time.
Oh, okay. All right. Bemis just wanting to wait the extra 5 seconds.
Yeah, and that interview with Bemis was relatively interesting as well. You can see how close they're cutting it. But he was just, I mean, you know, of course he's going to be more aware of his own shortcomings, as you would. But in that interview, just referencing that, yeah, inexperience. I mean, the fact that it's his first LAN, Chad, and it was IEM Cologne. You know, like that's a whole new generation of player when your first LAN is something like IEM Cologne and not a BYOC in some field somewhere.
Yeah, you're not doing it the old school way. And I guess that is nature of the times.
It is.
Yeah, look, it's going to be curious to see because this is a very young roster. We always talk about Rops being the most experienced member at the ripe old age of 21.
That is mad, isn't it?
Yeah, so look, Dexter, I think, is the oldest in the team, but he definitely doesn't have anywhere near as much international experience as somebody like a Rops. Simple's been given this AK-47, by the way, for round number 2, and just taking their time.
The Simple show. It's one that's always worth getting a ticket to. It's one of the more consistent Broadway productions we have in Counter-Strike.
Yeah, they do a matinee, an evening, every day of the week.
And it's always good. See if the Simple show delivers in its first appearance. Of course it bloody well does, and it looks like Rops is his next victim. Isolated and eliminated. mousesports not losing us another second round after converting the pistol. Dexter extends play. Acor contending with a lot on that jungle push. Nade is destined for Simple, and down goes the hero, AK. Maybe there is more to be played with here. Boomich already deep into CT. Dexter advancing with another great nade. 2 members of Na'Vi catching them to their death and demise. Now they're worried about Palace, but it's actually Boomich and Perfecto standing strong on the site, and it seems to have secured the round. Time just a little too sensitive. Vaqua's going to give it a good go. Gonna give it a good go. Time running out, options slim, and look at the way they're playing with him. Taking contact, taking it in turn, whittling away all the seconds that remained on that clock, and they've won it through positioning alone. Acor, not sure he's gonna get away with that. Boomich makes it as costly as possible, and 3 frags out of the leader as well. Na'Vi bite back with a big revengeance. Bite back with a vengeance.
Yeah, this is a huge round to win, and this is almost similar. Well, it's exactly how we started in Ancient, right? mousesports were on the T side, however, they won the pistol, and then they immediately lost the 4 spy. So Yanko was just talking about during the death segment, in the way that Na'Vi are playing, it looks like they know that they're the better team, right? Just with some of the ways that they're approaching these situations. And I think if they're just able to go into these rounds, and Simple does what Simple does, you know, all the other pieces are falling into place now. So we will see the 4 spy back from Mouse. It's not a complete investment. Acor with a little bit more, saving for that AWP. Dexter has some util. I guess it really only comes into play if they manage to make it towards his bomb site or he dispels them elsewhere. But the stack is currently at that B bomb site. Acor, Frozen, and Dexter. On the other side of things is Rops and BMAS as mid control is being worked on by Na'Vi. Electronic and Perfecto are on the extremities, and well, that's the lay of the land for the first 50 seconds.
And returning. Notice how they don't have to walk, Chad, when they get to T-spawn?
Yeah, there's no water there, Alex.
Yeah, so it's not like, you know, Dexter at B-apps is going to hear them. What a luxury. 50 seconds as they return to the A site, and they're going to use Bit and Boomich as a little bit of a late pincer. don't fancy Bemis' chances. It's down to his aim here, and as he's clearing, Simple's just perfectly found the opener that they were looking for. Rops versus an entire Na'Vi. Yeah, ends as you would expect.
Save. Hold on, maybe don't save. Maybe die. Because Boomich, with that FAMAS, might consider having a look for these last two members. If you can completely remove any of these 4-sport weapons, it's going to make the next round even easier. It's not like it's going to be the hardest to convert for round number 4, coming up in roughly 35 seconds time. But Boomich, well, he doesn't want to let them hold on to these Deagles. Silently up through the B apartments. Frozen on the box is likely to survive, but Dexter, he could be in hot water here.
And Boomich does lose his head. So instead, it is a FAMAS now in play for the CTs. Dexter might want to drop his util if he feels the pressure is continuing, but it doesn't look like Na'Vi are going anywhere close, just drawing the line at kitchen.
Yeah, it's just a FAMAS. It's not the end of the world here. It's still not a fantastic thing to turn on over, but as far as things go.
This was Na'Vi's conversion of that initially, and then, of course, that's hero AK on Simple, translating and converting into their second round force. This one's fallen apart for them and saving what little they can. 2 preserved rifles or saves. It's going to be a Deagle and a FAMAS. Throw their bodies towards A, I suppose, and I'm sure Na'Vi will just give this a little bit more patience.
Yeah, I think the thing is, with the way that Na'Vi are approaching the start of these rounds, it doesn't feel like they're going to fall into these traps. Bit is actually getting a little bit horny for it and boosted over the top. He goes down, so that's a great start. Here we go, Mouse.
Yeah, that is certainly something. And around the smoke, Rops might try and find a gap here to exploit, and Simple looking very quick. Perfecto's caught a ramp aggress and already slipping through that CT Deagle. Hard for Frozen to hit. The shots are very dynamic and mobile. Simple. A lurky smoke for Dexter to hope to claw back something with this FAMAS. Just on the edge of it was electronic, but that's the end of that. Rops, not even again a chance as he takes a glance towards Boomich. And we'll call it 3.
Okay, well, now we get the AWP coming out for Acor, I would imagine. There you go, see it getting purchased on in. Going to be a little bit light on util. I only see 1 Molotov purchase so far, and I'm not sure how many more are going to be coming after that. That was a cheeky little boost over the triple box there. All right, so yeah, let's take stock. Let's take inventory right now for a moment. It is 3 Molotovs and, well, 4 smokes in total. So going to be a rough one here for Mouse.
And Bit again, very stubborn. Taking a lot of ramp space early, and it does put Bemis on a bit of an island. Good God, he's got so many players about to converge on his site. The flashes are good, catching both Rops and Bemis, and just like that, 3 bodies drop. Something, an AK upgrade maybe at the short end, maybe more if Rops can challenge out from CT. He's already looking to maneuver that way. And Simple being very low HP with his knife out currently, so a rare opportunity has presented itself. Simple's been caught out.
No kit for this.
Not present, you're right. And Perfecto in a prime position to just play the bomb. Is it not planted for him? It's default,
like a default
side.
plant, yeah, so this is really going to be on Bit.
Oh, clinical. Perfecto eliminates the threat. And nice clear from Rops. He's holding it. Perfecto's going to have to close the gap. Oh, baits him in. Oh, Perfecto, why are you so wise?
He's done it with the time.
How did he know?
The time alone.
Oh.
I guess maybe Bit there when he goes down to Rops is calling if he had a kit or not. You'd have to have some bloody keen eyes to do that. But bomb goes off. Round for Na'Vi, and it just felt too easy. It only got interesting at the end there because Simple overextended, right? I think he thought they were going to save that AWP, so maybe getting a little bit eager on the hunt for a moment.
Speaking of the AWP, look at that. That's how Acor lost his. He's been waiting for that mid-fight, and boom, it wins it out. Rifle v all.
Yeah, I guess if Bit is super quick at that no kit, right?
Who has got the eyes to look at the belt?
I don't know. The kiddo has a 70% headshot ratio, I suppose. So maybe.
Yeah.
Just
I
maybe.
suppose not many people can say they've got the same perspective as Bit. Oh, he's been really hard done by their Bemis. The scout bullet did connect. Unfortunately, not a single one of his 2 clicks did. Oh, and Bit's already up. Why does this feel like a little bit of cybercrime?
It's like they're being suffocated, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. And not necessarily voluntarily.
No. Oh. Na'Vi are just taking space when they want it.
Yeah.
And I think like the fact that they play such a slow game out the gates on these gun rounds early just to make sure that they don't get... Like the thing is, with all the utility that you see thrown now early and you're a T, it's like, why would I risk behind a one-way? Why don't I just wait? And then then it's a fair fight. Like, with them taking this kind of a pace in a lot of these scenarios, it's them just going back, all right, we've sat away from A ramp for 50 seconds. Now we're going to go back at A ramp and we're going to pretend that you could be anywhere A ramp. And they just clear everything out. Then they use their utility. They just isolate all these fights. And then in a round like this, where they can, they take a couple of extra liberties. They go a bit faster. You have no room. You have no space. And then going to the next gun round, you're probably expecting this type of a pace, right? Well, likely for them to just take all the speed out of it. This is looking great for Na'Vi. 5-1. mousesports really need to start getting in the conversation now, and there's been lots of games where we find ourselves with scoreline 7-2 or 8-1, something like that, and then the team is able to bring it back. We're still able to go down that path, and maybe this timeout from mousesports will spur us in that direction.
What? Where did that scout come from?
I think it was saved. It was carried across,
okay,
right?
Okay.
So I don't think Rops wants to keep it.
No. That makes more sense, yeah. So with
Double
two rifles
ops.
and maybe even Equal and Rops on the Zoom banger.
Yeah, so the double AWP setup here, Rops plays over towards connected traditionally, but if they want, they can, do some funky stuff. You could have one AWP go B-apps, you could have one AWP play ticket, you can play one AWP middle, one AWP in B-apps or aggressive palace like we saw James. There's lots of options for AWPs on Mirage, but this is the perfect call. Alex, if they just do an A execute against double AWPs, Rops is screwed.
Yeah, he's going to be smoked and or flashed. Pick your poison. Double AWP setup. Rops is going for a walk here. Bemis does very well into the first duel, and if they continue to push that, that's... Oh, Electronic. Oh, okay.
Under balcony with an AWP. Here we go, Rops.
Yeah, I don't fancy his chances now. Frozen loses it all as well, and Rops holding dark with an AWP. He doesn't want to zoom in. Dexter keeps it competitive at the very least. Rops now will have the element of surprise, and Simple, not surprised at all. Doesn't even raise an eyebrow.
Hello, hello.
Clears him out. Easy find. Dexter in a 1v2. It's going to be a perfecto slow bomb crawl. Simple wanting to answer any questions they may have about the threat. Oh, he knows. So he knows default for Simple. If he can hold the cross, he'd need an insta-kill. Okay, Dexter. You've come to play today, it seems. 1v1 against the man himself. And Simple considers the triple plant. Dexter bides time. He's going to get peeked on. Oh, and a snappy one out of the Aussie.
Woof.
That's huge from Dexter. He gives mousesports a 1v3 clutch.
Woof. That was quick.
That was tight. And the shot onto Simple as well. That's an AWPer re-clearing you. You are a sitting duck to Simple. I'm very surprised to see the headshot go the way of Dexter. But we'll see that again. So it started off with a very solid defense of the ramp. We haven't seen Bemis actually take one with him before. But then Na'Vi happened. And Dexter, there it is with the impact. Poor Rob. I should correct myself. A 1v2. He did get 3 in total. Just that catch on Boomich, not letting him disappear. And a great final shot to secure our second. Okay, well, that's going to give mousesports another chance. A new lease of life, perhaps. It's not going to be pretty, but it's a buy.
Yeah, so right now, their buy is bolstered by that saved AWP. That's the best thing they really have to boast here. Can they hold on by their fingertips right now?
Well, they're trying an aggressive maneuver. I think Rops thinks better of it as soon as he has nothing to report initially. Back it up, chill your beans. Bomb's leaning B. I'm intrigued to see how Na'Vi shape this one up. Oh, a spot of aggression from Mouse, but they're just losing their jewels, Chad.
Yeah, Boomich has been winning a lot of fights here. So if he continues to do so, this is going to be painful. Yanko even on the death set, Electronic having form online, they may as well just write them down as the Pro League winners right now. They're looking very good here, Na'Vi.
I'm sure that boot camp helps them maintain that flow state they had in Cologne.
It's just, oh, here we go, we're going B.
Yeah, and he's cooked. He's going to have to hide in his own smoke and just hope they don't spray him. Oh, so many bullets, so little time. Dexter does take one with him, but mousesports have been completely avoided here.
Save, it has to be,
Save.
right?
I mean, you're not losing that AWP for a 3v4 retake. Come on now.
Yeah, this would be silly to go for right here. They are actually having a look. 2 players coming over from Catwalk here, so are they? Maybe not. Okay, it looked like they were giving it a crack.
Yeah.
They were definitely thinking about it. There was a discussion about it, but Acor thinks better. BMAS and Rops to hold on to the Famuses. The AWP for Acor needs to start finding some impact, right? They need to either send him somewhere early to find a kill with it, or just let that loss bonus keep building until you can get rifles out, no dramas. Now, in the next round of play, speaking of loss bonus, that's going to be 2,900. So they could go for more of the same if they'd like. Can have a buy that was pretty much equivalent to what they just had, all things considered, because it was an MP9 and an M4. So they can drop an M4 or a FAMAS, respectively, for both that of BMAS and Rops for Dexter and Frozen. So 6-2, getting away from them now.
Yeah, it's feeling a bit suffocating for the boys of Mouse. Like, A hasn't been convincing once, and every time Na'Vi have come asking questions of B, it's been a bomb plant as well. So what necessarily has been the bastion for the mousesports defense so far? Not so good.
Braving the flames there by going for the jump after the molly. Dexter now just has to play the waiting game. He's on his own on the B-bomb site here. We have 2 players, and there we go. There's the impact with the AWP. You got to send your big gun out to find something, and he does. Bits on the rough end here within the early stages of map number 2.
It's like Simple's playing a reaction speed game at that point when you're holding such a slither gap and your opponent's jump peeking the slither gap. I mean, you're playing a extra hard mode.
So down a man and back towards A. So they've gone, all right, we've lost somebody. We can't get the mid control. Let's just execute on towards this A site. And look how much utility they have to do so.
Bemis, if he gets Molotov'd out, he has got a smoke. Will choose to deploy it. And Na'Vi, it's interesting that they dumped the nades and then proceeded to just walk Palace. So they're trying to just cut noise. Bemis has got nothing to report. Boomich is walking out middle. He's a bit sus right now, a bit suspicious. And now Na'Vi are aiming for a Palace explode, and down they go. Bombs in dark. 5 bullets, but Rops has not opted to reload because he knows and suspects the push. Boomich dinked by Rops. Can anyone finish the job? It's Acor, and Acor can. A quick pair of frags to wrap it up and confirm the 3rd. That's big from mousesports on a sketchy buy.
Yeah, they needed that from Acor, right? They've protected that AWP for a couple of rounds there. And now he stepped up. That is a huge 3-piece for Acor, and a bit of a statement, because if he's able to move around with the AWP so proficiently now, might be able to go toe-to-toe with Simple on the other side of things. Again, mousesports make this buy work. Again, a FAMAS in the feed. No dramas for the Na'Vi buy. AK's AWP, and away we go one more time. Look at this. He is just tearing through middle. It is just quick. Boomich has let off the leash.
Yeah, and he's going. Like, he's not slowing. Bemis is rocking a hard place, looks the wrong way, and Boomich will convert the pair. Acor in jeopardy. Now the AWP and the round is lost. How quickly it can go wrong. And this is a product of Boomich, the entry fragger. Like, what are you supposed to do? You're staring at smokes, a 2-man disadvantage, the bomb already ticking in favor of your adversary. You just got to sit back and take it.
You know how people are going to have a look at, like, I don't know if Na'Vi are just throwing the standard mid utility here or if they're throwing something different, but they seem to be getting so much space. And it's just looking way too easy. They're just strolling through middle. How is Boomich able to get away with all that? And now they're being stripped of everything. They know where Frozen is. He's ready for the window peek, and some nice crispy aim to convert. More to find if he wants to hold on to this, and the AWP picked up again. So Acor, his teammates are really looking out for him in this one. 7-3.
But yeah, Rob's going down as that opening kill. Boom, it's just throwing bullets down that connector smoke. You're right, I think we should put Na'Vi's mid utility into the microscope a little bit.
Like, the thing is, it can't, I don't know if it's anything crazy or not, because he's just launching on down. He's just able to take so much space quickly. Oh, he's got one of those desks that have an extra shelf for the monitors. You see that?
an elevated monitor. That's why maybe he turns up at LAN and he didn't have the books to put the monitor at a higher level.
That's when you have like the pull-out tray.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when you know you're on like mum and dad's office setup.
But that's also how you know your transition to LAN's gonna suck.
Yeah.
I remember the desk I did before my first LAN was one of the ones with a cutout. Okay. So I was used to kind of being inside my desk, and I got to the LAN with the wobbly LAN tables with the like chipboard and bumps on. Oh.
My first mouse pad was one of those ones with like the gel thing in it, and you rest your wrist on it.
Yeah, I remember those. The ergonomic.
Yeah, the size of a small plate.
Anti-RSI. I had one of them as well for the keyboard. Ended up just slapping people with it. Okay, Beamers, I think they might have just slipped the net. Yikes. Yikes! Oh, horrible. A nasty opening death for Bemis, and Rop's already brought down so low. Na'Vi can commit to this. I don't know whether they will, though.
Yeah, I don't have to.
Like,
look at this.
Bit.
Yeah. If he just strolls into B right now, hello, lads. I've walked into B. The bomb site's clear. Come on back. Let's have a party.
I can't believe they're sticking around when Bit's already talking about how open B is. They want to make it convincing. They're hearing scopes on Tetris. Bit is truly fully cleared B. Do you want to go around the world or what?
Well, they should wait for him at least, right? If they're going to allow him to do this,
Rob's
wait.
holding this. And he's got the first. So Na'Vi, their pause on A has not quite netted them the reward they were hoping for, but we're left with a fruity 20-second mid-round here.
They have to plant open.
Or late round, I should say. Yeah, they're going for an open plant, and it's up to Electronics' quick taps against potentially two of them. And he's made it look easy. Acor and Rops. And the health of Acor implies he has to use the M4. And, I mean, Simple not going to miss those, and leaves Acor in a rather dire strait where you probably want to save the AWP.
Not even going to get the chance.
Won't even try to, yeah. Simple's going to take it from him and call it 8. Na'Vi win out their T-half on their map pick.
This is some great opening stuff from Boomich. He's looking like he has a clear plan, or at least a clear idea of what he wants to do in these rounds, and just tearing them apart. There's another opener. You're talking about Boomich, the entry fragger. Got a bit of Nafny about him here today.
Yeah.
But a round that, yeah, they could have won in two ways, right? They could have let Bit go around the world and kill them in the back, or they could have gone all the way back to the B bomb site and still probably had the victory there. So another timeout will be called here. Lots of things to discuss because this half has now no longer possible for mousesports to win. The best that they can post is 7, and this is their second timeout burned in the first 11 rounds of play. Now, as we stand on the barrel of round number 12, you guys can have a look at the finances on the left-hand side of your screen. You can see not enough. They'll need to take another save. And the Deagles with Kevlar seems to be the best decision they can muster.
Just look how much more cash Na'Vi have had over the course of these rounds than mousesports have. And not a lot of fun to be had in round 12, Chad.
No, this one here, unless we get a couple of bangers, Na'Vi are looking absolutely clinical. And there's another Boomich entry, just continuing to barrel down middle. A response from Frozen. He needs more than just one.
He's long gone. Now you're looking for Frozen. He's currently in kitchen. It's Dexter that you'll be having to clear out. And they've made no secret of their app's presence, and he will be dropped off. Oh. The pressure, it's still there. Straight through the smoke. Bemis does very well to connect what his teammates started. Frozen hiding and baiting his team, hoping Na'Vi don't clear through. I say baiting his team. No one left on B, but...
Well, they knew that he was here, right? Because he got the B apartments kill, so...
Yeah.
You'd think they'll clear it all out. They will. Frozen gets another kill.
Bemis would need a scorcher onto Electronic, and AK has found its way into his hands, and with the full 30 bullets, it doesn't matter because Simple exists. And he makes it 9. All right, well, a 9-6 half still attainable for mousesports, and they will have everything they could possibly desire for this one. It's interesting that I don't see a single kit in their full buy here, prioritizing utility and orbs. I guess, to be fair to them, it's more about just winning some jewels.
Yeah, if they can stop them from getting the bomb down, then maybe that'd be a little bit better here, because so far they're on the receiving end of all these fights. Boomich has been great in terms of the openings. Let's see if he can do it again.
Yeah.
They're playing nobody middle. There's so much space. Boomich and Bit can do whatever they want. The closest person to middle is Dexter, and he's just rotating through market right now. So they've gone the early warning system right there by not breaking the vent. And that means if they do boost window, Na'Vi will not be able to flank on through without making a sound cue. But they're not being pushed at all in middle. There's not a single piece of aggression here.
Now, what does that imply?
Well, with a double AWP CT setup, we have Rops over towards Ticket and 2 close A. I think the idea of people being close A, if nobody's contesting middle, makes sense, right? So Na'Vi should be aware of this, and I think they're trying to waterfall through Palace. 50 seconds. Boomich and Bit will be up through Connector. Simple, I suppose, will come in late as well.
The off angle from Bemis could catch them. Here he comes, just as Bemis engages. He's locked out, isolated, wasn't expecting a second. Frozen, though, just kept to one. Dexter has to alert them to his presence. They line up for him, though. And so mousesports, they have a man advantage, and that bomb needs to go down. Still yet to be deployed. A smoke to cover off a Connector side plan. Simple to babysit, needs to get the flick. He's not ready for it, and a miss from Rops means Simple's now in hot pursuit. That missing kit, Chad, becomes more of a problem now. Dexter again with more impact. Perfecto handed a 1v3, and already with the first and the second Perfecto, this is perfect. And there's no kit, it's an AWP, he doesn't know it. But Acor, with so much to do, a fake plan, he's holding it to perfection. Perfecto is right. Damn. He gets a 1v3 and shatters the hopes and dreams of Mouse.
Beautiful. That was just beautiful. Everything he did there
The
was
angle
great.
management, the quickest of trades. His positioning for that first so as to immediately leap onto the second. That goes from a 1v3 into a very awkward 1v1 in less than a second.
If that doesn't shatter them now, I don't know what will. Right, scoreline 10-3. They're in the hole. Their money's not great. Perfecto's clutching on you. Boomich is entry fragging you. Bid's pretty much a non-issue right now. You're still getting absolutely wrecked in this one. Try some tricky setups over towards A, and it just gets peeled apart. Dexter with some more impact here. Yeah, look, he's already had a clutch in this, and 3 more kills is not enough for Dexter to get the boys their 4th rounds. Back down towards the pistols, and oh, great round there from Perfecto. That would get you fired up. You'd love to see that.
Look at them hyped as hell.
Smiles on the faces. Oh, it's a whole new Na'Vi.
It's rare to see.
It's not the Zeus era Na'Vi anymore, is it?
Yeah, where everyone's just like trying not to upset the substitute teacher.
Yeah, and his friend, Mr. Slave.
Ah, yes. What was his name? Literally forgotten his name. Kane. Boomich with 18 already in his bag. I reckon you've got at least another 2 here.
Look at all this space.
Look at this. Look at this. Okay, Rops deals with the wrap. Okay, maybe we've got a little more to be said about this one. It was supposed to be a non-factor. Some armored Deegs. Saving up their schmeckles for the 15th.
There were some nice shots. The thing is, oh, they're going to have a couple more nice shots. Whittled down, can't find the frag. Bit survives. Simple gets another. It's crumbling again. No, no, no.
Oh, no.
They know where Bemis is as well.
They do. He was
just take the bomb B.
And they are. See, Simple, if he just... Oh, he's going to play this perfectly. He knows the game better than we all do. So he's going to post up on this angle until Perfecto starts getting a wriggle on into B. And then Simple's responsible for that kitchen rotate as well.
Yeah, this is not going to be easy for BMAS. And they were bangers of shots, those 2 openings. They were bangers of shots. But Na'Vi, it just comes their way. Oh, BMAS, you want a gun, don't you? We know you want a gun. You got a gun.
And he can hear you.
He knows exactly where you are.
Perfecto's a little too late on his flank.
Don't knife him, Simple, please. Just kill him.
Bemis.
Okay.
Going for something here. And he's already punished Simple with a little bit of a whiff shot. He knows where you are. The trajectory was there. Confirms the fake. Bit of a time-sensitive mission as he pulls him off the bomb twice. He's played a great little round here. Bemis just doesn't have the time. That's 2 clutches from Perfecto. Back-to-back for 11. Na'Vi are sprinting to finish Mirage. 5 rounds is all that separates them. We're not even done with our first half. It's time for round 15. Map 2, game 2. And if you're wondering what you've got to look forward to after this series, you get to see a little bit more out of EG versus FaZe.
Yeah, and yesterday EG got dismantled by Big, I think. It wasn't even really that much of an affair. Of the bottom 5 players of the group, Jacquinho was the lowest. And then the 4 members of EG were above him. Breeze was the only player for EG to really stand out yesterday. So let's see if Cirque and Co can... What gun did Simple just have?
It looked like a Krieg. Boomich, the entry fragger meets Rops's Orb up close and personal. Extinguished, so they know exactly where Bemis is. And this is a 3v5. It should be the best shot we've seen out of mousesports to convert. Should being the operative word. Dexter gone. Perfecto dead, but Electronic's still sticking around. So as this stuff fades and as the CTs demand more info, ouch. A nade onto Electronic. There's no way they let this one slip. There's no way.
Okay, well, it wasn't an it wasn't a Krieg. I think it was either a Negev or an M2496.
Ah. Oops. Acor has shot Rops. All cool.
They got the round.
Nice job. GG's. It's 11. And just a meager 4 for mousesports here, and already Na'Vi in pole position to collect and convert.
Inspiration, like woo. Just notice, never stop, never quit. People wanna see you doing good, but never better than them. Gotta push yourself to the limits. You cannot lose if you are not in it. You gotta lose sometimes just to win it. Don't get discouraged, it's just the beginning. Yeah, turn up. Don't end up a Timmy Turner. Don't get caught up in the streets. Don't get caught up with a burner. Don't be a slow learner. Oh no. You only get one shot, one chance. Talking March Madness at the big dance. Talking big man on campus. Like no guts, no glory. Not a part of my story. I'm going hard for that trophy. That's why they all been on me. No guts, no glory. There's no need to go again. I don't comprehend and I do not pretend. Cause when I'm coming it's to win. No guts, no glory. Not a part of my story. I'm going hard for that trophy. That's why they all been on me. No guts, no glory. There's no need to go again. I don't comprehend and I do not pretend. Cause when I'm coming it's to win.
Well, hi there. Natus Vincere find themselves not only 1-0 up, but 11-4 heading into the second half of Mirage. It's looking like a new home for the Na'Vi boys, and they're looking right at home in this online realm. Even Boomich at the tippy top of the scoreboard, bringing that LAN Boomich entry frag and roll into the online realms. mousesports are definitely in need of some magic. A Rops somehow miraculous 30 bomb on the T side could certainly go amiss. Let's get this one started with, actually, well, then they're going to get very little contact on this AXEC.
Yeah, nobody home whatsoever. Boomich will be from stairs. He's the only one to contribute here. Smokes in the air. Info's found, and away they go. 1xbet odds not favoring Mouse at all here today.
Oh, Simple's actually already taken one as well on the cross. They want to pressure and take that jungle control. Perfecto's in a bit of a position to voice some concern.
They have flashes on
Look at
Perfecto
Electronic.
here.
Look at Electronic's ramp flank already. Like, Simple Electronic are going to be taking fights at the same time. Boomich in window as well, so all of that control he's done very well to avoid contact, and Simple combines nicely. Oh, with his head on a swivel, looking for the ace already. Simple gets all of the heavy lifting done and turns around for his fourth.
Tasty stuff there. Now, quickly want to get this one out there for the vampires, the sharks in the water, whatever else we can use.
They've already had their taste of drama. They had their fix. They want more.
Yeah, so Reddit, are you listening?
Yeah.
The nice little screenshot that you posted on the lines with the TV in the background behind the Boomich POV. That television, or that screen, is Blade, the coach's point of view. It is not the stream. I've already checked it with League Ops. All right? It's been verified. It's been checked. So calm down.
Hold your horses.
Put the pitchforks away.
I know we're very accustomed to throwing shade and pitchforks, but...
Get him! Get him, Alex!
Second boy!
Get him now!
Oh my God. I'd go to war for you, Chad. Like, you know that whole die scene I was telling you about?
Which? Oh, yeah.
Death! As they gallop over the hills into their impending doom. I'd ride.
Just quickly, this won't be cut in the Twitch clip of what they just take there, but that was in jest, guys. Don't worry about it. It's all good. I literally have checked it. It's fine. Yeah. But the over-dramatization, that was for the fun. That was for the entertainment value.
Well, there's not much more entertainment value from this one, I reckon.
Yeah, this should be done quick. And that's why I was trying to have some fun with it.
But unfortunately, the Caster Curse is real, Chad, so call this 13.
No, this is...
13.
I've been to the future, and I've come back.
I reckon...
And hoverboards still aren't real.
They're not?
No.
Did Valorant kill Counter-Strike?
I didn't check, actually.
You didn't have a look?
No, I didn't check. Well, the game was still going, so I guess we're good.
Phew.
Could you imagine going to the future and coming back with a betting book of history of all things that happened?
I mean, that's...
What a plot line.
It is a plot line.
What a plot line.
We've all considered it. But also, I think it's so funny how through the fiction universe, like, there's become multiple rules to this fictitious travel of time. Like, people keep,
that's right,
you know, like, everyone has to, like, you start hitting all these, like, faults in the road of, like, how things would work and how it would impact you.
What if you met yourself? That's the biggest
that's
quandary,
one of
right?
the questions,
exactly.
isn't it? Do you just spontaneously combust?
Yeah, is it you visiting you? Like when, let's not even.
Like, isn't Philip J. Fry his own father or something? Like, I'm pretty sure his mum was flirting with him when he went back in time and it got a bit fruity.
Futurama.
One of the many.
Simpsons, not spin-off.
No, it's a Matt Groening production, I think.
Yeah, what would be it's not even inspired, it's just similar animation elk.
There you are, told you, 14-13.
Yeah, 14-13.
Yeah, no, I had had
so now they're going to go back. Yeah, they're going to have that
Acor's got
big
so much
spread of 9
cash,
rounds.
Smash him with the T-side. Oh.
Yeah, he's going to do that. He got, what was it, 5 kills in the first half?
Yeah, no, they're going to run boost him out mid. He's going to no-scope Simple.
Yep.
Speaking of the devil, that's a nice nade right onto the noggin of Dexter. And Bit hasn't really had to be doing much, actually, at this point.
He's just here for the ride.
He's just been
strapped
in. 21 frags apiece for Simple and Boomich, your Mirage superstars. And he's going for a naughty one here. They've jumped straight past him. Simple, he's got 2 backs turned, and he's ready to strike. There's 3 members, surely not Acor as well. Oh, surely not. Simple just to absolutely throw salt into the mousesports wound. They're looking the wrong way. And he pantses the bomb carrier. Your AWPer gone. Rops arrives at least before things get too awkward. And now instead, it's a mousesports advantage. It might even be a mousesports round. Boomich caught as well.
They have to win this one.
They will.
How can you lose this one? There's no way.
Just your boy Electronic.
If they go away, that is where I could see them falling into some problems. However, Perfecto's being quite clutch. Frozen executes, and now they know B is open. Electronic, well, he's an A holder. Let's skedaddle our way over towards the B bomb site. Let's get the objective started. And let's see if we can save an AWP for our boy A-Core. Good stuff from Frozen there. So 14-13, you said?
That's right.
Okay.
There we go. I said I've been to the year 3000.
Is that Black Eyed Peas?
Black Eyed Peas? That's obviously Busted. Busted came, and then McFly came. I know, because I had a sister 2 years younger than me.
Okay,
So
I don't know either of those.
The car was chock-a-block full of boy bands.
All right.
Yeah, Busted initially. I think that was Busted.
My sister was just into Spice Girls.
Ah, okay. Very
Yeah.
retro.
Yeah.
See, my mum was into Spice Girls.
I'm not that old. Jesus. Well, they have taken an eco here, and mousesports are working on their 6th. Now, as Alex has told you, the scoreline will be 14-13 at some point in the near future.
Yeah, you can take a break if you want. Come back for the scoreline, but it's a lot of fun. I'd recommend sticking around to see how it happens.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good clutches in there, or?
Oh, a good bit of fun. It's actually like a bit of a redemption arc for some of the individuals on Mouse. It gets pretty hype.
All right.
Simple has a bit of a whiff.
Oh.
Watch out for that one.
All right. Just one?
Just one.
Just one.
Yeah.
He only gets one. One a year.
Yeah, this isn't it, so... Ooh.
We didn't even fire, so technically...
Doesn't count.
Not a whiff.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he shot and he missed... All right, Bob getting planted here over towards A. I don't feel like there's too much damage that can be done with the 2 USPs and the 1 Deagle.
Yeah, let's see how blind Bit is. Oh, he actually turned it because he's a gangster.
All right, not getting anything out of this here, are they? Now, the loss bonus going into the next round is 1900. And because they've taken the eco right now, Na'Vi should have just enough to get themselves a purchase going here. Bit can drop Simple and AWP. Oh, actually, that's exactly what he's going to do. Simple will give him an M4 in exchange, Electronic and Boomage into the Famises. And yeah, they've been able to make this buy work. Sure, no defuse kit. Sure, light on a couple of Molotovs. But mousesports haven't shown anything nearly as threatening as what Na'Vi did in their first half. So let's see if Na'Vi can dispel them. Setting up for a bit of an A play here. Early with 2 players over towards Palace. Rops and Frozen, the stragglers, and Dexter over towards middle, selling a little bit of a fake, drawing all the attention he can. They're going to try and limp on out. Well, you can't limp past Simple.
Oh no, Electronic has defended middle entirely, and Simple can't believe its luck. They've just delivered the bomb into the site. And this one feels very flaccid. Props doesn't get to do anything, caught in the smoke. Simple with a bit of a pop-off performance for the 15th here, and Frozen, I mean, it would be quite the 1v5. Unfortunately, Boomage has already taken a colossal chunk out of your body. And Bit plans to finish it. All right, Na'Vi, they've got a handful, I'd say, maybe even 2 hands, minus the pinky, of series points. So they can really have some fun with this, you know, like take off the leash.
Yeah, buy some
I reckon
Zeus's.
it's a free day today.
A free day?
Yeah, that's what I'd call. If I'm Boomage right now, I say, everybody, just go have fun.
Go have fun.
Go shoot ahead if you want.
Wow.
Yeah,
Thanks,
no stress, no pressure.
Okay.
You want to go for something Aggie Simple? Go for something Aggie. Have some fun, strafe out the window.
I'm sure he's been waiting for permission.
Oh boy, yeah, you're right. He should have extinguished that. A bit awkward. He was expecting it to have popped by his preemptive smoke, but instead they have mid control. mousesports set for success. Mission 1, I won't say complete because the smokes are still up and Electronic still examining the periphery of them. Gives up on that.
Oh, look at this short aggression here as well. It's going to be well timed.
Yeah. Oh, it is very aggressive. Bit actually just goes straight into ladder room. Now Dexter's actually on notice. As that smoke fades, under window is no longer a safe haven. It seems like mousesports want to hit B, and they're actually walking into, you'll never guess who. Simple. And his AWP, a good find for the first. He's flashed off though, and mousesports have access to the site now. I don't know if Perfecto's really going to have much more to say about this one. Good God, he gets away just about. Dexter in mid is a problem. They're both clearing for him, and Dexter could take them both here. It's a bit of a messy spray. Bomb ticking in favor of Mouse, and Bit demanded to clutch.
He's playing the long game here. I think Bit's going to hold on to this AK if he can. And we'll call that 7 now for Mouse. Simple only getting 1 kill, kind of a rare sight. The timing there as they were able to get past with the flash bang, and well, there you have it. So it's going to be a tall task for Mouse. This is a game that I don't think that they really have too much chance in, but let's just see. Don't want to give up.
So if mousesports, excuse me, just going to try and make sure I have it all in front of me before I start that sentence.
I got it off the top of my head.
Go on.
They got to play, I don't know the order, but they have to play against Big, they have to play against Fnatic,
And EG.
and they have to play against EG. So they've played the two, or actually, I don't know, I was going to say two hardest opponents first. I don't know if we can... the two hardest opponents from Cologne first.
Yes, there you go. That's a safe one, a safe bet. But I do think the loss to FaZe, now a loss to Na'Vi, it does mean that they'll basically have given themselves zero wiggle room in their next 3 head-to-heads.
Win the next 3.
Yeah.
Or don't make it. No problem.
All right.
Frozen's committed while that molly is up, and well, this is quite aggressive here. Down the A ramp, nobody home. A lot of information provided for Na'Vi now, but they need to rotate over towards B because they're jumping on in. Perfecto towards the van. Flashed off, fragged off. Bit response. Electronic 2.
Yeah, he's done very well with that. And Akor's AWP feels the feeds as that bomb does need to go down. They aren't in a rush necessarily. Akor's there in support, and the flank is going to be fast. 2 of them through the apps. Electronic kitchen side and holding on to what he can.
Electronic needs to live. Just
Yeah.
delay.
He's working on it. So are Boomich and Simple. Bemis is the one responsible, and he's actually very low HP, so careful now. Sitting duck for the 1D, and now both of them taking fights. It's falling apart. Akor's going to have to come up clutch. I don't think the bomb's planted for him, so he's going to have to hit the slither, and it works out. Simple feeds him 1. They're on the defuse.
He's going to sit it?
He's sitting a 10-seconder. No. Akor's not having any of that, and he does save mousesports' chances. He says play on. Lovely little clutch out of Akor there, and it was Simple that got caught out on that slither.
Yeah, interesting if Simple actually went for the fight or if he just got caught in transition, because if he was able to make it into the bomb site, the round is over. The round is completely over. So Akor saves them, bows them out in a big way, and we keep play at least for a couple rounds more. Na'Vi have been forced to take a save. And it's just one of these things where for them it's probably more frustrating in the sense, oh, we have to take it, like knowing that you're just this close and now you have to give up one, allow them to add an extra to the tally. And, well, they're going to push short. Woof! Flick of the wrist. Didn't need it. Dexter, the daddy of the team, will bail them out.
Yeah, he may not actually be a father, but he does have to fulfill a similar role within the mousesports squad. Bit of daycare.
Okay, well, no AWP for Simple this time round. Light on the nades. mousesports, they win this, they crack double digits, and they force Na'Vi into another half-buy situation. So maybe it starts to get a bit interesting. It still just feels like a matter of time, but maybe it gets a little bit interesting.
Time to find out together. Akor's being tested, by that Simple AWP, and how has he gotten away with that? Simple dry peeking in and eliminates the AWPer of mousesports solo mid-adventure. Slipping through this lurky smoke ramp.
Sees him.
Spotted out. They're committing to this, but Na'Vi are aware. And they just want to take a fight. They want to finish it right here and now. Light on nades, but not light on frags. Only Dexter remains, and mousesports have just been completely dismantled. Na'Vi for the 2-0. And to extend their winning streak, not only victors at IEM Cologne, but running with it into Group C of EPL Season 14. It's going to put them within touching distance, a win against Fnatic, the first, albeit a close 2-0. This one, a little less so. And there you have it, Natus Vincere, 9-match win streak as they continue undefeated in ESL Pro League. Your champions of IEM Cologne looking set